In Nuke, once you've got your footage read in, you can start to set up your different operations, like your merges. What I've done is to read in my footage and save this Nuke file as 0602 start.nk. Keep in mind that your Nuke files don't carry the images with them. They're actually very tiny little plain text script files that dictate what Nuke is doing. Images then go separately, and so multiple Nuke files can reference one set of source images, for example. To get to a node in the Properties tab, simply double-click on it. I'll double-click on Merge To, and there it shows at the top. You can also roll up your nodes by rolling up the arrow in the top left, making it easier to see what all is arranged here. In Merge To, I'll set the operation to multiply, and this is typical for ambient occlusion. I've made sure with Merge To selected I press 1, which shows it in Viewer 1. Now I'll pull down the timeline just a little bit, organize my nodes so I can see all of that flow, and click in the view and press H to fill, or fit it as best as possible. The difference between fit and fill, as shown here in our magnification, is that fit fits at an even multiple of magnification, for example, 640 by 360. Fill, then, fills at, well, whatever it takes to fill that image in the screen, and may apparently introduce some small aliasing artifacts because of the uneven zoom. It depends on what you want to see, your image at a proper magnification or as big as possible to judge color. What we can see here is that the ambient occlusion adds grounding darkness to a lot of my image. I'll show it without by selecting the beauty pass and pressing 1, and we can see obviously the sky changes, but the image is lighter overall. When we pick that merge and press it, the sky does darken, but all the little details and corners ground or have gravity to them. I'll do the same with my beauty pass for the day image, and we'll really see a difference. Again, I'll double-click on Merge 1, press 1 to show it in the view, and set the operation to multiply. The grounding darkness really helps, well, make things sit down and pop out all the details. Here's the difference again. With the beauty pass on its own, everything is there, but it's kind of missing some detail, some minor shadowing. With that merge on, everything sits down, and all the detail on the white-on-white objects, such as the windows, pops out. Now, the sky does get darker, and that's because in that ambient occlusion image, there is a sky. We can mask it by an alpha if we need, but we're going to put in a custom sky anyway, and so we don't really care at the moment how it's looking. What I'll also do in a lot of these merges is back off that mix. In this case, for Merge 1, I'll back off the mix, or the opacity of that image, to about 75% or so. And this way it's got a little less strength, a little less darkness on the occlusion. I'll do the same in Merge 2, again, backing it off so it's not full strength, making sure I press 1 to show it, and now I've got my ambient occlusion adding darkness in my image, grounding shadows, but lessen the impact just a little bit, so it's not quite as heavy.